Miss Jackson. Cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help. No one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a war, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog, all fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch them, touch them, touch them. Whenever I touch them, touch them, touch them. Whenever I touch them, touch them, touch them. Whenever I touch them, touch them, touch them. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Rolling to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
32.
Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult goal to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
After one, it's 9-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. Christian Watson, touchdown, Packers. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the side.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That is caught. It's Perriman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Now Stafford. He'll find Williams on the slant. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked to feel the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Williams brings it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On first down at Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again at Stafford. It's complete to Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Well, let's see. The Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Stafford. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Stafford on 1st down. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Swift again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once you...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses. But you get this sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
32. Give me radar.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Slot man moves right. On third down, here comes Swift. And some room to roam now. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that takeaway.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Right, 22.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Stafford. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance.